We got a mic now. We got a mic now. Okay. Good gravy. I love when my crap just randomly shuts off. What am I doing here? Where's my dock? Chat dock. Got nothing in the chat so far. At least I don't think we do. Display capture 4. Is that this one? Yeah. Get that out of here. All right. I know we've been rolling for a few minutes, but thanks for tuning back into the channel. We're back in the simulator here at Turbo Talon Golf. Here's a bit of backstory on what's going on. I ordered some one-length irons off of eBay. And they're not real one-length irons, mind you. They are, the guy on eBay reshafted them, and then he adjusted the weights to make everything copacetic, because you can't just reshaft your irons with all same length shafts and call them one-length irons. Here's the box. Packaging job, I would say, is a maybe 3 out of 10. I'm surprised they got here in one piece. I can see what he tried to do here. It looks like he tried to turn 2 boxes into 1 box. I call it the Frankenstein. But he made some pretty fatal flaws here in the packaging. Packaging's not what we're here to talk about. I haven't seen these. I think there's something like Max something. We'll see when we get them open. But let's get this show on the road. Yeah, packaging job, maybe not a 3, maybe, I don't know, maybe a 3, maybe a 2. Not great. Typically don't use duct tape to ship things. You don't use duct tape to Frankenstein boxes together because it doesn't stick to cardboard very well. So guys, I'm not seeing these. This is the first time I've seen them, the first time you've seen them. I don't care for anything I'm seeing here. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. Let's raise this camera up a little bit. I think we're zoomed in too close. Get her up, get her up, get her up. Let's see if the tripod doesn't want to tip over. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. Let's put this razor blade away so I don't become a statistic. Okay. Anything else in here? I'm surprised these got here, guys. Okay. What's in the box? AccuBar. So this is a RAM 3. RAM. Can I get it around? I don't know if I've ever heard of this company. If I ever did, it was some stuff out of a bargain bin at the pawn shop. So that's our 3-iron. There's our 5-iron. What we've got here is, the gentleman dubbed this a ultralight. He dubbed it a mini driver. It does look like we have brand new Golf Pride grips though. I do appreciate that. But this thing's pretty beat up. It's a Titleist 9.5 degree driver with a very short shaft. Looks like he's actually used the same, no, it's a little bit longer than the irons. So there you have that. What do we got here? There's the 6-iron, Ram 6-iron. The ferrule's not pushed down all the way. It is what it is. These guys, I bought all of these clubs for like 80 bucks, and it ended up being 1 something shipped. I can see, like on this 9-iron, I can see that some lead tape's been applied to try and balance stuff out. You can see the lead tape there. I don't know what's going on. Is anything going on in the chat here? I can't even see it. I didn't think these were gonna get here today, so. Zoom out. Oh, it looks like someone is in here. I just can't see it. Oh, okay. HRG's in here. Ram 1500. Is that the iron set? That's Hazel Rocket, guys. He's in the chat. Can I zoom in again, or will I lose you? I'll lose you. Dumb. Okay, zoom out. This is the only way I can see what you're saying, buddy. All right, back to it. What was I doing? The Niner's got some lead tape applied to it. A little bit of lead tape on the 6. You can see these are all same length. We've got an FX Ram 55 degree here. I don't see any lead tape or anything on it. I don't know what he's done. I don't know what swing weight they are. I don't have one of those machines to measure it. But he assured me everything was done in with the supervision of a guy at a golf shop. This grip's a little squishy at the end here, and it looks like it's up. I wonder if that's what he did to help with weight distribution. And then 4-iron's got some tape on it, some lead tape. If you guys don't know what lead tape is, it's used on golf clubs to do stuff with weight. And then Ram 7. And I'm obviously not going to use this mini driver. Actually didn't think he was I didn't think he was going to send it. But there that is. So Ram FX 55 degree wedge. Yeah. All right. There you have it, guys. There's your same length irons. I'm going to move my camera back. Hopefully you don't get seasick. Another long day at work today. I took me an old man nap. You can see I'm in my white t-shirt and my green shorts, which means some laundry's getting done. Oh yeah, something like this. I must not have turned that one. Yep, there you go. Ram 1500s. Are those any good, or are they just so-so? It doesn't matter. It's not like they're going to be my dailies or nothing. I doubt they're any good, or he wouldn't have sold them to me for as cheap as he did. Let's go ahead and just caveat by saying that. You got me, dude. You got me. Okay, so now this camera is right in front of this other camera. You guys, welcome to the wild world of sim golf. So if I'm over here where my other camera is going to get in the way again, it sure as hell is. Oh, buddy. Let's try this. Good old Ram 1500. I don't even know where that camera's aiming. I'm not going to use it anyway. So let's kill this. Kill it dead. Good night. Thank you for your service. Display capture is already on. That's for the notes. Ram 1500 was a truck joke, guys. I appreciate you, buddy. GS Pro's up. This normally goes up here somewhere. When we're live streaming, the chat's down in this general region. You got the little banner there saying, please be nice. Can we zoom in one more time and see anything? No, I don't know what it is. Does it pull down from the bottom maybe? Okay, there we go. So you're just not going to be able to see as much of the previous chat, I guess. This is pretty finicky. I don't care for it. Okay, that's just going to have to do. And then this display capture. Which other display captures do we have dead here? Okay, there's the other software. And then, yeah. Okay, we got a putter. One length has always enticed me. 3 through 7 I think would be like being shorter, 8 through wedge being longer, not so sure. Yeah, dude, I'm sure this is gonna throw me for a loop. The reason that I got these was because, well, A, Bryson DeChambeau, obviously, that's an easy kill. But I'm starting to see more stuff in my feed. You could call it effective advertising, if you will, about one length or same length clubs. And I usually don't buy garage sale clubs unless they're something that I've already had my eye on. But this guy was selling these for 80 bucks. I think the shipping ended up being almost half as much as the damn clubs were. Obviously you can see, I don't know how they're gonna swing. We'll see together. Okay, I got to decide what I'm going to use out of my normal set and what I'm going to use out of this set. I think I have to use, I got to take all these pings out and set them somewhere else. Let's do something I should have already done, but I'm a dummy. Let's find the 7-iron out of my ping set here. Here's the 7-iron out of my ping set. All the shafts should be 7 or 8 iron length, if I'm not mistaken. So these are half an inch longer than my 7. So are these 6 iron shafts? Is that my 6? That's my 9. 9, 9, 9. It's going to take me 15 minutes just to find out. I mean, I could measure the shaft. 6 iron shaft. That's from hosel to hosel. And yeah, he's got some weird weighting or some crap going on in the end here. It's fine, you guys. I was not expecting like high dollar stuff. But apparently they're all as long as a 6 iron, or at least my ping 6 iron here. Let's get a measurement for you. Or not, who cares? They're all going to be about as long as a 6 iron, it feels like. And boy, do they feel funny. Okay, we got a 55-degree wedge here. That might be our loftiest club. In fact, I don't know what the lofts are on these, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't even know if I have room for all of them. So let's start from tall or small and go to tall here. We got a 9 iron. So we got a 55-degree wedge, a 9 iron. There is no pitching wedge. So we go from 55-degree to 9 iron. Depending on the loft, the stock loft, that might be weird. I don't know why we don't have a pitching wedge. Unless I'm just stupid, which is entirely possible these days. You guys, these are just a beat up old set of irons that this gentleman went in and put single length shafts in. And then allegedly did some weighting and other things to make them good to go. So I don't know what our lofts look like. It doesn't really matter. I'm not a scratch golfer. But we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no pitching wedge, and we go straight to a 55-degree. I don't know what we're going to see. It's probably going to be super weird. Let's see what's on the docket for today for the stuff we're doing here in this here simulator. It's Monday, the 8th of September in the year of our Lord, 2025. Ooh, Hosel Rockets Golf League is at DPC Pebble. I don't know if I can... That's a match made in heaven, right? Pebble Beach with some crummy single-length clubs? I don't know. I think I might have to do it. Okay, let's load that up. I haven't played DPC Pebble in a long time. Let's look at the vitals. 8-foot gimme auto putt. Very generous. Much appreciated, sir. 6,000-yard tees. Thursday pins. Green firmness is soft. Again, I appreciate that. Stimps 11. Fairway firmness is hard. Wind is calm. And the tournament, if you know where Pebble Beach is going to be at sea level. Let's load it up. I'm still going to use my normal fairway woods and driver. Those clubs don't really work either, so it doesn't matter. There's definitely, like, right, it doesn't matter how your grip's rotated, if it's just a basic cylindrical symmetrical grip, but the grips are twisted in different directions, kind of like when you used to put a handle grip on your BMX bike. Hosel says he sets it up easy like always, and I do appreciate that. You guys, I wish I had one of those swing weight machines to see where these sat in swing weight. The ad didn't say, and I didn't care because it was the only set of single length irons I could see that was that cheap. Okay, so if the Rams are likely 1 to 2 clubs weaker than my pings, is that going to mean there's a... That's going to mean there's an even bigger gap between the 9 and the 55 degree, right? Like quite a gap between the 9 and the 55. Either that or it's the opposite and there's an acceptable gap between the 9 and the 55, but I don't think so based on Hosel saying they're weaker. Anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. I live streamed for like 7 hours total yesterday. I'm sore. I shouldn't be playing golf. I'm just an idiot. 192. That gets pretty thin up there. we're at sea level. This ball shouldn't go very far. In fact, I haven't warmed up. I'll probably top it. Oh, that hurt. Dude, I am so sore. What'd that go, like 90 yards? God, that hurt. I felt stuff crackling. How far out are we? We're in the rough. Let's hit this single length 3-iron. I'm honestly scared right now. Okay, where are we aimed? Oh boy, this is kind of weird. That was okay. $76 yards. I don't know what 76 yards is, guys. So less of a gap. Let's hit the 55-degree wedge. 76 yards. See, and then this one feels insanely long. This is so weird. Oh, it's so heavy too. I mean, that wasn't terrible. On in 3. Let's putt. I'm not trying to break any records here. I just wanted to play these clubs. This is playing like 34 feet. Okay, I should be out of there with what, a bogey? What's this next hole got for us? I should have Pebble Beach memorized, guys. I don't. I don't have Pebble Beach memorized. It looked like it wanted to go straight for a second and then it took off to the right. That's okay. What club do we get to hit from the single length here? 226. Let's hit this 3-iron. I know we're hitting a 3-iron out of the rough, but let's see if we can get a hold of it. We did get a hold of it, but my goodness, it was no good. You guys would not want to take these irons out on the golf course before you practiced with them for a while. Hit you a ball or 2 on the range. Supposedly 1-length irons make it so you can have the same stance and the same swing and everything with every club, and then the loft of the face is what gives you what you need. It gives you what you're looking for. But this is weird as hell. This is going to take some getting used to. Just not quite getting into that gimme circle. Do we not have any audio here? None of the traditional birds chirping way too loud audio or nothing like that? Okay, 168 to that little landing area. So far, they're pretty hard to hit, but that's probably a combination of me being not rested and probably no business using them to begin with. Not bad. What do we got here? 108 yards. You guys, I have no idea what 108 yards is. Let's hit this 9-iron. See if I can actually get it in the air. Oh yeah, the loft's so weak. Okay, that's the first one of these I've got in the air. It felt pretty good, but we need to make a mental note. The 9-iron goes about, let's call it 110. 9-iron goes 110, carries 110. Will I remember that? Absolutely not. Hazel says his dad had a set of Rams back in the day. Very hard to hit. Yeah, I'm seeing that, but I think I was already set up for failure by not at least practicing them, but I did want to open the box in front of you guys. That's highly unfortunate. Left us a downhill putt. If that had ran out a little more, maybe we could have gotten to the circle. He's got something going on in the grip. I can feel that. No harm, no foul. That's not kind of where you don't hold your grip right there. Well, most people don't. All right, what we are lacking in all other parts of our game, we are picking up for on the green. I think we're not doing too terrible on the green. Okay, 200 to this landing area. Let's hit the 3-iron. I promised myself I wasn't going to hit any golf balls today. Probably hit about 600 or 700 yesterday. Stupid. That's what that is stupid. Okay, I'm starting to hear some sound effects. Oh boy. This is certainly going to take some getting used to. We were able to bounce back from the OB 110. So that was my same length 3-iron. AccuBar Ram 3-iron. Stainless. It carried 163, but I didn't have solid contact. Okay, we know our 9-iron goes about 110, and that's how far we need to get. It didn't go 110 that time, that's for damn sure. Based on what I can feel, the seller has weighted these nicely. I don't feel anything weird between the three. I don't feel anything that's like throwing me off. It's just the shaft length. Okay, 122. Let's try the 8-iron. So weird. Okay, that was overshot pretty severely. Did we have a tailwind? We didn't have a tailwind. So the 8-iron carried 140. I either hit the 8-iron too far or the 9-iron not enough, or some amalgamation of those two. But we got some work to do now. Ball's gonna come out left and then it's gonna wanna roll left. Super weird. I wouldn't want to hit out of a bunker with this in real life. Okay, what do we got here for us? Oh, this hole always seems to kick my ass. 239. Let's try to get a hold of a ball off the tee with this 3-iron. I do own a Mizuno driving iron that's a 3. This feels so weird. Okay, we were able to get a hold of that. It might sit. It's actually going to be nice. It might actually stay in the fairway. Okay, so the 3-iron carried 196 and went 225. Not bad. Looks like we had a bit of gear effect. Now we've got to get up onto this other surface. And I'm not sure how I want to tackle that. That sadly wasn't a bad shot. That was the 5-iron. Guys, I don't hate these. I don't hate these irons. And this is some like bottom of the barrel pawn shop crap here. That's going to be short, I think. No, good. The 55 degree is, it might be heavier than my wedge. Okay, this is starting to get annoyingly loud, even for me. That should be okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. $13 playing 11. All right, all of that mouthing I was doing about hitting putting well could have got us a birdie there. Okay, projector's a bit too loud now that we're near the water. The iconic 7th hole. I know my 9-iron goes a ways, and we only need to hit about 80 yards. 90 yards. Maybe a little more into the wind. You know what? I'm happy to be even in that spot on this hole at Pebble Beach. Ball's going to want to eject left. Tough lie. You guys having a 55 degree wedge that's as long as your 6-iron, it's kind of weird. Probably like every other video you've ever watched that was talking about these irons. All right, what do we got here? We got the 8th hole. 182, It's 182 to that first fairway. Let's hit a 4-iron. Oh boy, this is weird. Man, that's going to be a nice shot. Sit, sit. If that bush has colliders, we might have some problems, but that was the 4-iron, 185 carry. Bush doesn't have colliders, thankfully. So I just carried 185 with the 4. Let's hit a 6. Hey, welcome Shankin' Birdies. I don't know how far back you are in the broadcast, but I got some eBay Ram single length irons, Bryson DeChambeau style. It was like $116 shipped. He's done some weighting with some lead tape on them. I can tell there's some weight's been placed in the under the grip in the back, but so far they're not bad. I'm +2 at Pebble Beach after 7. It's not bad. It doesn't feel like there's been a huge adjustment. Okay, pulled that one a little, but I think that would have been an okay shot. It might have rolled through the green. This ball's going to come out right, and it's also going to roll right once it gets to the green, so give yourself at least some chance here. No, sir, that is gone. I don't know how, was that thin? Yeah, it was a little thin. Let's get it up again. Oh! All right, we're playing a game of cat and mouse here. I don't know how your ball can roll downhill both ways, but that's what we're doing. Pick up your purse, Sally. Okay, that was our first double, but that was my fault. Drive and the approach were really decent shots. What's up, flying fat kid? 221, I'd say let's hit this same length 3-iron here. I'm trying to use these as much as I can versus my normal clubs. Otherwise, what's the point of the broadcast here? AccuBar, perimeter weighted. You got a 3-iron that's the same shaft length as a 6 here. Okay, we're probably not going to be taking our next shot off the fairway. That was pretty good for a 3-iron. Didn't go very far. I don't think I hit it sweet. It felt okay. 243. Let's just hit this 3 again. What I don't want to do is be on the beach. We're safe in that direction. See, and that one's coming over the other direction. It does feel like you're swinging the same club every time, but it just goes a different distance based on the loft of the head. I don't hate this. And this is the first time I've ever swung same length irons or one length irons, whatever we're calling them. So that's pretty crazy. We are just going from beach to beach here. What'd I lose out of that? I had 87 carry. Yeah, that took quite a bit from me. It penalized me pretty good. Let's get out of this bunker. You guys, this bunker is 9 feet tall. It's hard to visualize that in real life. We've got a putt. I'm not really worried about our score here. I'm just kind of enjoying these irons. I'm wondering what it would feel like if it was a real like premium set of irons versus some much older irons. Yes. .225, let's tee off with the 3 again because I love punishing myself. Let's make sure we don't go OB, or excuse me, hazard though. Better than the pings? No, what I would like is some ping G425s or 430s in a single length, but you gotta mess with the clubs so much to do single length. You got to change their lie angle and all kinds of funny stuff. Okay, we got a hold of that one. I don't know what the lofts are on these. I don't mind these. So 204 carry out of the 3 iron. 177 to the pin. I don't know what to hit here. I think I'd rather be short. They certainly don't feel the same as the pings, but I can tell they are cavity backs. It's the same forgiveness, it's just not the same anything else. Okay, that was not enough. It's going to roll up. It's not bad. So the 6 iron carried 150. We certainly want to see more distance out of a 6 iron, but again, I don't know the lofts. Flying Fat Kid wants to know if it feels goofy. Nah, man, it doesn't. The short irons are where it starts to feel goofy, like this 55-degree Ram FX, 55 something or other. This is weird as hell. You got a 55-degree wedge. Where's my other 55-degree wedge? Here, this is my ping 54, but I guess it ain't that much shorter. Well, yeah, it is. It's like 2.5, 3 inches shorter. I might keep messing around with them. I don't know. Like I need to get clear down here. I thought this was going to be a really stupid idea to buy a set of same length irons for $115 shipped, but this isn't that bad at all. And I'm not, I am a mid to high handicap golfer, for those of you who don't already know. Like, there's no reason I should be able to hit these. I don't have what would be considered any natural talent. Oh, get left. Okay, so the 3-iron last time hit, they're definitely weak. 150. We're going uphill. We're probably going to be in a bunker. It's a par 4. It's fine. That was almost a good shot. Yeah, if you can find a cheap set, but as they get more popular, I would imagine it's going to get harder and harder to get a set for under $1,000. Or, dude, I can just mail these to you and you can try them yourself. Let me know. Shoot me a text. Okay, I'm going to tee off with the 4-iron. See, that felt really good, but it's wandering. That'd have been too much. We'd have hit the green and gone off. You'd want to do a session on the range to find out your average distances, for sure. That was almost going to be a good shot. I think that may have wanted to dribble down toward the pin. And then that just died. So, yeah, this isn't going to be a very good scoring hole. Super weird, though. I basically interrogated the guy over email. I said, did you have the lie fixed? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do the other? And he said yes, under the strict supervision of a guy at his local golf shop. Because you can't just throw new shafts on an existing set of irons and call them one length. There's more to it than that. You got to fix the swing weight and all kinds of other crap. These shots are not bad. I mean, they're not great. There's a little gear effect on that little pooper snooper there, but there's definitely a lot less thinking, and I don't have a lot of processing power available for thinking. You set up the same way every time. I don't know if the yardage gapping's right. I have to check. And he didn't send a pitching wedge, which kind of pisses me off. I swear to God there was a pitching wedge in the picture. In fact, I'm going to bring the picture up for me. I just need to make sure. Yes, my package was delivered. I'm using the clubs right now. No, there's no pitching wedge in there. Fair enough. From what I've read and researched about these single length clubs, right, your long irons are going to be weak compared to what you're used to, and your short irons are going to be strong compared to what you're used to because of the shaft length difference. That had some gear effect. Hopefully that doesn't go anywhere we don't want it to. Classic Shelby Towie shot. Where are we going here? Will it stay? Absolutely freaking not, it won't. This better be a par 5. I still got about a mile to go to get to this hole. 176, 187 with a tailwind. Let that go. This is strange. That was the club. That sucks, especially since these greens are soft. That thing would have just stuck. And it was supposed to go closer, but we got out of there with a Parsky. How do I feel about these clubs? Would I actually take these out on the golf course? I don't know. That's a tough question. I think if you can hit a golf club, you can probably hit a golf club. You can probably hit a golf club, honestly. That's wandering left. There's a lot of bunkers over there. That sucks. Okay, what do we dare to hit out of here? Shankenbirdie says, what did I do with my square launch monitor? It's sitting right here, old buddy. I charged it up. I'm still having trouble with it. I think it's mostly due to my computer, though. That sucks. Ooh. Did we go from bunker to bunker to bunker? I can't remember. Get in there. Dang it. Sixteenth hole, what do we got here? Tree 75. I've been teeing off with the 3-iron. $199. That was smoked. Let's see how far that goes. That was annihilated. Yeah, so the 3-iron looks to be carrying anywhere between 200 and 215 when struck correctly. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You play some garbage can clubs better than your damn pings. This is just another reason I have no business keeping actual score. My game is too erratic. 132. I don't remember what club hits 132. Based on what I'm feeling, that was a good shot. I'm not sure he adjusted the lie. Because to get proper lie on this 8-iron, right, you don't want your club perfectly on the ground. But I almost got to have my hands up a little. So I'm wondering if he actually fixed the lie angles. Because I think you just need some little bending machine. Just something to give you a little bit of leverage. I think that's how you fix the lie angles. Well, according to the videos I've watched. I think I pushed that. Oh yeah, big push. I wouldn't read too much into the connectivity issues because you've got a few guys who are using the square launch monitor religiously. Hazel Rocket Golf, for golf's sake. I think Golfy uses a square. There's a lot of them. Get your stuff downloaded early though. Have it all ready to go so you're not messing around with that. Because the last thing you want to do when you get a brand new toy in the mail is sit and mess around with drivers and firmware updates and all of that horse crap. Some of it's inevitable. Depending on when your square was manufactured, it's probably going to push a firmware update, which is fine. You always want to have those fixes from Square applied, right? That was struck really well. I don't know why we're flying left. That felt really good. That's unfortunate. I do wish Square would have made it so you could plug directly into your computer via USB-C. And maybe you can. That's really the only thing I wish they'd have done. Oh, that sucks. I think so far, right, I'm not striking these clubs perfect, but so far what I'm noticing is like if I had my distances down better, I think we would be having a little bit easier go. Now, if I was truly Bryson DeChambeau, I'd be hitting in a different spot, right? Oh, would you look where we landed? It's no big deal. That isn't going to get in the way at all. God darn it. Shoot. Let's hit us a little punch and see if I can't get under this thing. So close, almost got under it. Three iron punch. Okay, what was my 100-yard club? I can't even remember. Yeah, I gotta hold this club up to get the lie proper. I don't like it. That was such trash. I wish I had, I need to buy me one of those swing weight measuring machines, because I don't know. It's all good. 2-8 left. Oh, that's right. You get beat up bad out of a bunker over here, don't you? Shoot. You dummy. Okay, we had some good holes. We had some not good holes. Really, these clubs are... I'm more like them than I don't like them. I think a premium set that has actually had the lie correct and all of that stuff, I think could be really fun. Just smashing these golf balls here. They do take some getting used to. Okay, what do we do? 9 over with some eBay special single length clubs, guys. That is something else. It does take a lot of the guesswork out of swinging the golf club. You just line up and you hit the damn ball, regardless of what you're using. Pretty weird. All right, guys, that's about all I got time for tonight. I got to eat some dinner. Had a long day at work and then took me an old man nap. I'm pretty happy with these. This one looks like it was used in a parking lot to hit rocks or something. But I do have the equipment in my shop to polish these up. I think I could make them look real nice. I just don't think it's worth the time investment, really. Maybe give them a quick buff. But to recap, this 3-iron here gave me about 200 yards of carry at sea level when it was properly struck. I did have some shots that were off the toe, but not nearly as many as normal, and I think maybe that could be attributed to the wind blowing out of the wrong direction today, or the fact that you don't have to think about anything. You swing the 3-iron the same way you swing the 9-iron. It's pretty weird. But yeah, I can tell the lies weren't fixed on these. Yeah, I don't think they were fixed. Which means, right, on a high dollar set of these, the lies would obviously be correct. But here, yeah, I do gotta, there's definitely a discrepancy in the lie angle. So For 80 bucks, 115 shipped. I think this was a good intro into one length clubs. Let's check the stats or the chat here one more time. Shankin Birdie says, have a good night. Great show. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later, but I got to sign out and go have some dinner and get ready for work. You guys have a good one. Thank you for tuning in.